welcome everyone you are listening to and perhaps watching Calling the Audible. This is, of course, the press conference edition. We do this every week leading into the roadshow, the FPF finals. And we have our finalists. We have Laval's finest, the best team we probably did not talk about all season, against a team start off much maligned. The team I refer to many times as the Dance 2.0, instead of advancing to the finals, Grip and Rip, taking their non-conventional style to the finals. So we have absolute amazing athleticism on both sides of the field. One team liking to go for the big strike, the other one just chewing up yardage and really frustrating other teams. So it's going to be an exciting matchup this Saturday. Eagle, what time is the game at? Man, I wish I knew the show alone. 8 o'clock? Thank you guys. You're all hired instead of Eagle. Guys, we'll start at the far end and work your way in. Please introduce yourselves to the good people.
Zach, obviously Laval's finest.
Billy, Laval's finest again.
Jordan, Grip and Rip.
Sean with Grip and Rip.
So Sean Abram, Jordan Allard,
Billy Macris.
Billy Macris, and I forgot your last name.
Zach Swern.
Zach Swern, of course. And it's completely alliterative too. So yeah, but I got different names in the script also. So I'm gonna blame Rob Campana, president and commissioner, and all things Flight Plus. We're gonna start with talking to the boys from Laval's finest. Then we're gonna go to Simo, who's gonna interview the gentleman from Grip and Rip. I'm still too bitter having lost to Grip and Rip in the semifinals.
Feels nice, no?
No, I hate you.
It feels great.
Don't talk to
Good.
me. Don't talk to me, Sean. So I'm gonna talk to the guys from Laval's finest. Simo, you'll talk to the guys from Grip and Rip. Then we're gonna, at the end of each segment, we're gonna do a quick, sort of like quick fire. So we're gonna send you some questions. You're gonna answer them very quickly. Don't even think. Ideally, just rip off whatever you got, and then we'll do sort of a head-to-head UFC win kind of thing. You guys tell us, give us the predictions. We'll do our predictions as well, and you'll decide which one of us you like better based on our predictions. So, Laval's finest. Talk to us a little bit about the Brotherhood game.
Look, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Fair.
I'm grateful.
You also don't get paid, so it's impossible for us to find you.
No, I guess you could say the Brotherhood game was what we expected. Records aside, we didn't go looking at records before the game. We knew that we had tough team to play. We knew the names on the other side, and we knew we had something to prove. We came in every game. From the beginning, we were projected to be a 3-7 team. And we just came to every game knowing that we had something to prove. We took nobody for granted, no matter what our record was. And the same thing for this next game. We show up to every game. That's what we do. We're a grinding team. We all work hard, and that's going to be the same scenario for the next one. But for the Brotherhood game, we showed up. We knew that we had to watch out, play our best, and I think we could have played better. Personally, I think the whole team, thinks that they could have done better. But again, the important thing is you move on to the next round.
Well, yeah, I think you touched up on a lot of good points there. It was a game that we kind of expected to go like that. We obviously know how good their defense is. They're full of crazy athletes on that team. I think we could have played a little bit better, but for the most part, it went how we wanted it to. For me personally, I think it was our best win just because we had to grind it out in the way we did. It wasn't one of these flashy wins. It was really a hard-fought win that really says a lot about our team and really gives us a lot of confidence going into the finals.
That's fair. I just want to touch on a couple things before I go to the next question. Before this season, I saw the roster. I'm like, man, that's a really good roster. But I'm curious about who's throwing. If Rob throws, this is a really good team. And of course, I'm referring to Rob Mashtub. And I spoke to him actually at at one of the FPF junior games. I said, man, Rod, if you're throwing for this team, this is a really good team. He's like, yeah, I'm throwing. So from that point, I was like, all right, I'm not worried about Laval's finest. Did you guys have that confidence in Rod Mashtub coming in this season?
For me personally, absolutely. This is our second season with Laval's finest. Main group of guys, a few guys additions and subtractions to the team, but Rod's been there last season, and for me personally, I got a lot of confidence in Rod. He can make every throw. He can make his play callings, always solid. Spreads the ball really well, can run, can do it all really. So, yeah, I had all the confidence in the world in Rod. So, and obviously FPF being the league it is, it's a quarterback league. So it's a huge piece to have a good quarterback, and we had Rod to start. Then we added a few good pieces, and we were a 9-1 team. So, like I said, I have all the confidence. I had all the confidence with Rod, and have it going into the finals.
I saw another name on the roster. It was a gentleman I played against in Division 6 a few seasons ago as a member of LA's Finest, is Billy Macris. I remember seeing that team and said, oh, well, they're okay. They got some athletes, but Billy Macris is a guy who can legit play, especially on defense. What does Billy add to your defense? I'll ask you, Zach, since it's weird for you to talk about yourself. But if you like to, Billy, please go ahead, because this is a show about talking about ourselves, so please go ahead.
So yeah, I mean, Billy obviously is a huge piece to our team. Unfortunately, he had a little bit of a injury this season, so we had to shuffle some guys around. He's still not 100%, but getting more healthy every week. So he's our rusher right now, and I mean, I find the rusher's really that unsung hero for every team. You know, he brings it every game. He puts pressure on the quarterback, no matter who it is, every single game. And like I said, that's a role that doesn't get a lot of recognition. So he's a big piece to our team always.
For sure, I've always said that the team is best built from the middle of the field: rusher, snapper, quarterback.
Yeah.
Those three pieces need to be set before you have anything else.
I play wide, but thanks.
Well, you're less important, but still. That said, it was a 19-18 game against Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Typically, if we would have seen that score without seeing who won the game, we would assume that Brotherhood would have won because that's the kind of game they won all season.
Yeah.
How did you guys manage to pull out with a victory, despite it being more in their favor than yours?
Well, I think it just shows that our defense was better than what we've shown all season. You know, even though our defense hasn't been 100% every
because
game.
you guys allowed 100 more points
Yeah,
a game,
that's
points in the season than Brotherhood.
Like honestly speaking, we're an offensive-based team, but our defense can bring it too, and it was just the type of game it was. Our defense had to step up and essentially kind of win this game for us just because it was Brotherhood we were playing, and it was a specific type of team that game, and we did it. You know, our defense can bring it if need be, and that was the case against Brotherhood. So I think that's probably the reason why we won that game.
Take us back historically. How did this team come together initially?
Well, I've been in the team from the beginning, Laval's Finest, and we actually are a group, Laval boys, obviously, that started off together. We played high school together, and you know what? I really like talking about this team because that's one thing I have to admit, and I think Zach, you know, even being a new addition, can say that we are a really close-knit team. You know, everybody. I mean, this year we added Jordan McLaren, you know, who isn't a Laval boy, but he's.
You'll forgive him though?
Yeah, no, we'll forgive him. We still put the jersey on his back, but the thing is, he played football with another one of our players, and he was a great addition. And the thing about this team is, and I played on other teams that we don't have, is we're so close. Every week we're together. Every week we're chilling out. We got a group chat going on. That's always jokes, you know, posting all kinds of crazy shit. And you know, even a guy like Jordan McLaren got on in the beginning, looked a bit shaky, like these guys are crazy. You know, these guys are out of here. But you know, it's all fun and games. There's more than just that game to this team. You know, we're such a good, close-knit team. We all get along. Great group of guys, and I find that just adds so much chemistry. And I find that really helps on the field, you know, because that's one thing that we do is talk. You know, we talked about Brotherhood's great defense. I think our defense was great too. I think our offense played great, and like I said, that was one of, in my opinion, not our best game. We dropped a couple of catches in the end zone, or you know what, Brotherhood played big in their end zone, tapping down two of the balls. But you know, the team stayed together. You know, for the last 3 seasons, we're just a great group of guys.
You give him that signal. That's pretty good. I don't have a producer today, so that's awesome you did that.
I see
That's it.
looking,
Quickly, why will you guys win? This is an opportunity for you guys to shout out a couple of guys on your team who don't normally get recognition. Why will Laval's Finest win the championship?
Sevak Galusian.
Because, hey, it's like you.
No,
Because.
honestly speaking, I feel like we're just a complete team. You know, we like, even though Jordan is probably our biggest player, we're a complete team, and I say that like truly and honestly. Everyone can make every play. We have a great group of guys, you know, guys that are smaller and quicker, guys that are taller and faster straight line speed. I just think we're a really, really complete team. We can make every play. We have a variety of things we can do, both sides of the ball. So just because of that, our well-roundedness makes us a really dangerous team. Then you add that Rod's playing extremely well, Div 2 quarterback of the year. So you put all those things together, it makes for a good team and gives us a great chance to win a championship.
All right, let's go into quick fire. Some of these questions are going to be fun. Some of them are going to be largely uncomfortable. I find that fun personally, so that's why I threw them in. So let's go nice and quick. Guys, answer as quickly as possible. Your favorite vacation spot?
Cuba.
Favorite ice cream?
Banana.
Which teammate is most likely to be afraid of the dark?
Dark Moose returns.
Yeah. Which teammate of yours though?
Oh, teammate?
Yeah.
Oh, Jordan for sure.
Drink of choice when you don't know what to order.
Beer.
Our brotherhood overrated.
No, not at all.
Man, I was hoping for. God damn it.
Not at all.
Which team were you most afraid of heading into the finals?
Grip and Rip.
All right. If you had to live with one car for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Mine.
Yeah. A Scion.
All right, fair, fair. Weird choice, but fair. Where are you guys going to celebrate the championship?
Oh, that's a nice question. I see the Grip and Rip liking that one. No, you know what? I think we're going to celebrate either way, and chances are we do it at our house. Jordan wants to go to a strip club. He's always down for strip clubs. I don't know why. We try
Obviously.
to calm him down a bit.
He's offered that like a couple times this season, and
He loves that 281.
That's it. Us being like more reserved, normal, kind of low key guys, we kind of declined it a couple times. But
Obviously.
if we win it, we'll probably go.
We'll do it for Jordan.
Isaiah Lard. This is the last question. Does Isaiah Lard look like, because I do this look like game on a couple of my podcasts, does he look like the guy who on vacation suckers you into buying a timeshare property?
I mean, I've only met him once, but yes.
Nice. All right. Without further ado, I'll let Simon Dashner take over and begin his questioning of Grip and Rip.
All right, guys. So first off, welcome in the finals. Welcome to the press conference. Grip and Rip made it after all. James Horan in his article predicted you guys preseason to make the finals. I think most of us expected you guys also to make it at least a deep push. So congrats for that. We won't go through all the history and stuff because you guys have been in the finals before. You guys won Div C last spring with Grip and Rip.
Semifinals.
Semifinals?
We lost STL.
You won winter, right?
We won the winter.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
won
that's
winter, Div 4.
So we won't go through all the history of Grip and Rip. I made everybody knows the team. So we'll go with all you guys. What's your biggest strength? What's your biggest weakness as a team?
Well, our biggest strength I find for us is our offense. I mean, it could be anyone on the field, and we always expect us to score. I mean, Vinny can move his legs like, people look at him like he can only throw 5 yards, 10 yards. It's not true that, He's come a long way from when he started, let me tell you that. I find that's our biggest strength. Anyone on the field for our offense can score, doesn't matter who it is.
Defensively, when we're in the red zone, I think a lot of teams have a tough time scoring on us. Prince calls a great D, so and we've got a good rusher in Phil, and I think that that's a big part in why we're here.
What's the one thing that worries you guys about Laval's finest and into the matchup? If there's one matchup.
Laval's
this year-
finest, you said?
Yeah.
I thought it was McLaren's finest. That's what I thought it was. I just said it right there. That's what we're afraid of. Then that Jordan McLaren, he torched us last time we played against Laval's finest. We got to focus on him a little bit more than we did last time, and that's what we feel. We know Rob. I can't say. I don't know his last name. Mastro. I don't know his name.
Quarterback?
last name. The quarterback, Rob. We know he's a good player. He throws the ball well, but we're pretty worried about Jordan in our eyes.
Two quick reasons, one each. Why GNR is winning this championship game?
Because of our solid D and Vinny Galano.
We have a chip on our shoulder right now.
Why?
I think that once we got past that Wild Boys game, we thought Wild Boys was going to be the hardest match for us. We really did. We knew playing against Pease's team was going to be just another week, and we were a little bit nervous about yesterday's game, but we saw the outcome. We're ready to play. Nothing's holding us back. I think we're going to take this, and I think it may be over by early second half.
All right, so we're going to go down to 2-minute drill. Just like real football, when there's 2 minutes left, we don't go into huddles. So no time to think. You just shoot right away what you think.
Go for it.
It's simple questions. So we'll start off with steak and eggs or chicken and waffles.
Steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs.
All right, we'll play the kiss, fuck, marry. We'll call it kiss, kill, marry. Vinny, Rich, and Antonio.
Kiss Vinny, kill Antonio, and marry Prince.
In that same order.
White, green.
So we don't have to wear the pennies.
Yeah, exactly that.
What's your safe word?
don't know if we can say it here.
It's not that safe then. Do you think Vinny's more afraid of getting having poor looking hair or throwing an interception on Saturday night?
Interception, 100%.
The hair. I'm gonna go with the hair.
Who's the first guy to show up at the fields every time?
Me.
Jordan.
Last to leave. Sorry.
Maybe Vinny because he's
Yeah,
talking
probably.
to everyone on the sideline.
Yeah, Vinny definitely.
More of a
Checking
gripper
his
or a
stats.
ripper?
Sorry?
More of a gripper or ripper?
Gripper.
Yeah, gripper.
All right, thanks, guys.
I can't hear, so I don't know what's happening. I can't hear you. Nice.
We were talking about our defeat against you.
I didn't hear what you said.
It's better you didn't.
Awesome. Let's do it later. Back and forth now? Yeah, so we'll do a little bit of back and forth. Laval's finest, boys. What do you got? This is your chance to trash talk Grip and Rip before the game. What do you got heading into this weekend?
I think both me and Zach will say the same thing. That's not our game. You know, we're not gonna go into that. We came to play. We have full respect for the other team. That's what it is. They're a good team. We're a good team. That's all it is. But we just know it's not gonna be easy.
Grip and Rip, I hope you're meaner. than
I
they are.
was going to be so mean. Honestly, I was. But, you know, we're a bit pissed off about...
There you go.
Yeah,
Use that as motivation, Sean.
We're trying to promote this UFC match for Saturday. But
We're gonna bury you. We're gonna
pi-
bury you guys.
Honestly, the trash
What's
talk doesn't
coming?
work because I literally can't hear him. So
There's no trash talk. We're just pissed about last time we lost to them. We thought it was a really close game.
yeah, for sure. It was obviously a close game, and because of how close it was, any team can win. You know.
No,
All bullshit
of
aside.
course. You know, you know
Yeah,
what?
it's going to be a great game for sure.
Like I said before, I think, you know, coming into this game, we're pretty confident, you know, and I'm sure they are too, right? You wouldn't be playing football if you weren't confident going to the finals. But I think we may have an edge, you know, if we can stop what we want on their offense. I think we may have a chance. Our defense is playing solid. No one talks about our defense, you know.
And I can say it firsthand, honestly, the Grip and Rip defense when we faced them in playoffs was the most difficult defense we faced all season long. It's honestly, it's not a part of the team that gets enough attention. They have athletes all over the field, and guys get locked down. That said, Laval's finest. Why are you guys gonna just tear that defense apart?
We're gonna pass to Jordan on every play.
Nice.
Yeah,
And,
it's gonna go
Grip
like,
and
it's
Rip,
gonna go like the first
Which
game,
Jordan?
just
This one here?
throw it
This
to
Jordan? This Jordan, right?
Jordan McLaren, Div 1, Div 2, that guy.
Are we gonna have Jordan versus Jordan on the field all day long? Will it be Jordan versus Jordan on the field all day long?
I don't think so.
No?
Probably Prince.
All right, that's fair. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my pick on the game. I think Grip and Rip win this one. I've been the most critical guy about Grip and Rip all season long.
I wish you never said that.
But because they beat me, I'm putting my curse on Grip and Rip because we've seen it all week, all season long in James Floriani's articles. If I pick you, for some reason, you will lose. Therefore, I'm going ahead with Grip and Rip. Honestly, I like them both sides of the ball. I love the defensive unit. It's just hard when you can't absolutely win a matchup when you need to. Therefore, that's the reason I'm taking Grip and Rip. Simon, what's your pick?
I'm gonna have to side with Laval's finals just because of Rod.
it's more interesting.
Also, just picking the same team is boring, but I'm gonna side with Rod. He's been playing great all season, either in Div 2 and Div 3. So I just don't see him quieting down, and I don't see Vinny Guilano keeping up with like 7 touchdowns performance.
And that's it. I want to thank the guys from Laval's finest. I want to thank
Shout
the
out to
guys.
What's the Scene There, Dreads.
That's all I had to say.
Absolutely.
I don't know what he said.
But it was beautiful. It was poetic. And I
I
want to
didn't hear.
thank the guys from Grip and Rip for making some time for us as well. It's going to be a great game. Again, it is at 8 p.m. Saturday.
Sunday. Tell Jordan Sunday.
Saturday. Yeah, okay.
Saturday at Broad Star Diston. Honestly, it's a great opportunity. We do live play-by-play of the game. It's a huge event. For those who've never been to the finals, never seen it, it's actually pretty awesome to come along. We get players who aren't involved in the games, referees who aren't involved in the game, coming to see it every season just because it's a great event and it's really FPF at its height from Division 1 to Division 6. And Eagle will buy beer for everyone who shows up. And Simon Dajne, of course, will be begging for change. So, with that said, I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you, Simon. Eagle, thanks for all the work you've done all season long. Try not to slack off too much on Saturday. We will need you. And remember, thank you all.
Do we get one of these? Do we take pictures like this?
Yeah, let's do it. Eagle, get a close-up. Can we do close-ups?
get one of these going on, you know? No headbutts though. I got too many concussions for that shit. Get that. All right.
There we go, boys. Have a good game.
Boys, thanks a lot.
Once again, this is Peace Del Reese for Calling the Audible. Thank you all for letting me be myself.